Hello everyone, welcome back to Steam Code and welcome to another episode of our Kivy tutorial series. In this video we'll be talking about screens. So what are screens? Screens allow you to transition from a certain group of widgets to another group of widgets. So if you have a game, for example, and you want to go to a shop screen, then you can use screens to maneuver from your main game to your shop screen. And really every app in general will use screens to some extent because there are always going to be different pages that you want your user to activate. So let's just jump right into it. So let's get rid of a few things that we have here. We can get rid of the main widget, and we can also get rid of everything that we have here in main.kv. Alright, so now that we have that, we can start declaring our screens. So let's import the classes that we'll need. So we can say from kivy.uix.screen.manager import screen and import the screen manager. Now the screen manager, as the name implies, manages your screens, and it allows you to transition from one screen to the next. It allows you to declare your screens, and it basically allows you to have all the functionality you need for your screens in one place. So let's create a few classes to represent our screens and then define what's going to be inside of those screens within our main.kv file. So here we can declare both classes. So we can say class screen1, and then we need to pass to it the screen class because we're extending that class, and then we can just say pass. We don't need to add anything under it right now. Let's have another screen, class screen2, extending screen as well, and then pass. Alright, so now that we have those two screens created, we need some way to add those screen widgets onto our page, onto our app. So within main app, inside of the build function, let's get rid of this pass, and let's create our screen manager. So sm is equal to screen manager, and then we can say sm.add_widget. So we're adding our screen widgets, and then we're going to add screen1, and each screen that you create needs to have a name. So we'll say name equals screen1. The name does not have to equal the name of the class. That's just what I'm choosing for right now. And then let's add the second screen, sm.add_widget, screen2, set the name equal to screen2. Alright, and then let's add the screen manager widget onto our app. So return screen manager. And if we save and run this right now, we won't see much. We'll just see a blank page. So let's try it. Yep. All we have here is a blank page. So now let's define what's going to be inside of those screens within our main.kv file. Alright, so within our main.kv file, we're going to be using some syntax we haven't seen before, but it's not too complicated. We're going to use this brace. What this brace does is it sets global attributes for every widget type that's inside of it. So say we have a button and we're using this. We're not referencing a singular button, but we're referencing all buttons. So every button will have whatever attributes we define under here. So in the same vein, we're going to have screen1 and screen2 referenced with this type of syntax. So screen1, so if we created multiple instances of screen1, we're defining what's going to be inside of each of those instances. So within screen1, we're going to want to have our name set. So name will be screen1, and then let's just create a label with text saying this is screen1. Let's create a button to allow us to transition from one screen to the next. So button. Let's have the text say this is transition to screen 2. and then we'll create the functionality for the button in just a bit, but let's copy and paste this to create screen 2. So just change everything from screen 1 to screen 2. This is screen 2, and transition from screen 1. All right, so within our button, we'll say on release, on underscore release, root.manager.current is equal to screen 2. So what is this saying? It's saying that the root widget, so the root widget in this case will be the widget above screen 1, which is the screen manager. So this root widget references, or the root widget, not the screen manager, but it'll be the main app. And then this app's manager, which is the screen manager that we applied in the main.py file. And let's set the current screen to the screen that has the name screen 2. We can copy and paste this for the second screen and set it to screen 1. All right, let's save and let's see how this looks. Transition to screen 2. And now we're on screen 2. We can transition back to screen 1. All right. So that's basic functionality for how to create screens and how to transition between them. And screens have a lot of more complex functionality, and we'll go over more of those in future videos. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below. This has been Steam Code. I'll see you in the next one.